Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone's doing well. I wanted to hop on and talk about a few things today, just something that was brought up to me from a previous client last week or so. Yeah, my background, by the way, screw work, play golf. That's a great lifestyle. And yeah, right here, this is that way. That's our scoreboard for me and my son. We play basement football. He usually beats me. So, and we got like little flags down here too. So, yeah. Anyways, let's get on the topic. I figure I'd talk about my background a little bit because some people ask sometimes. Um, I was talking to a client last week, and he actually messaged me, and believe it or not, he said that the person in front of him, he almost fell down. The person in front of him spent $600 in one grocery trip. And so some of you are like, so what, right? Well, I started thinking about it, and this was not, this was, I would say, a slightly higher end grocery store. So this wasn't like a Meijer or a Walmart where you save a lot of money usually. So I understood it, but I was thinking about it, I was like, $600. I mean, like when we overspend, if I overspend for four of us, a 2-year-old, a 9-year-old, and me and my wife, like overspending this week, we had to get a couple things like laundry detergent, stuff we didn't normally get. I think I spent $210, and I was like, that's 3 times the amount for this person. And I said, that's unheard of. And this wasn't like a big store like a Costco or something like that either. I won't get into what store it was. It was a slightly expensive store, but I was thinking to myself, that's absolutely insane. I was sitting there when he texted me that, and I was like, huh. I couldn't figure it out. But then I really started thinking about a couple points here, and I was like, well, maybe they're shopping for, 4 people like us, maybe older kids, and maybe they're shopping for their elderly parents too, 6 people, 8 people. Like, I get that, but like I said, this wasn't Costco and stuff like that, so it wasn't huge bulk items where you could easily spend 300 or 400 bucks right out the door. I was thinking, like, are they shopping for a month? Like, I'm still not adding it up. When I overspend, and when a lot of other people that are groups of 4 overspend, I mean, 200 bucks, maybe 250 if you're having people over or an event or a birthday, like, okay, that's in a week. So I'm thinking, normally, when we're spending, we're trying to keep it around 180 if we can, even with inflation. It's possible if you shop in the right spot, get the right coupons, and I'll go over a few other things too. So now I'm back to this 600. I'm still trying to figure it out in my head. I'm like, if they're spending for a month, maybe, or maybe 3 weeks shopping or something like that, got it. Even 2 weeks shopping, you'd have to do a lot with $600 of groceries. I mean, that's crazy. But I was thinking there's got to be a reason. Clients have different reasons. People out in the public have different reasons to spend $600. But a couple of points that I wanted to go over today that I think you could really continue reducing your groceries, kind of a pickup from my reel the other day, and I talked about this about a month ago as well. Excuse me one sec. Oh, that's good. Good cappuccino. Local coffee. Can't go wrong. Are you meal planning for 2 weeks, if that is the case? Or are you meal planning for 1 week? And I'm not talking about writing down every single detail and every lunch and every breakfast and all that. But what we do is we do weekly shopping right now. We used to do bi-weekly shopping, then we had kids and it got a little chaotic. But each week when we make our menu and our grocery list Thursday morning, because I usually go Friday morning to get our weekly groceries, we put together all the dinners. So Friday we're usually figured out because I'm shopping already and it's the previous week. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and the following Friday. And we say this is what we're going to eat. Well, what if the kids don't like this? Why don't we substitute this for them and have other options and stuff like that? And if you're meal planning for 2 weeks, in your case, just even your dinners, I think you will see a huge difference of maintaining your budget and being able to hit your grocery list a lot better. Point 2, are you looking in your cabinets and freezer? This is a huge thing with inflation recently that I've been pitching to my Instagram, pitching to my reels, pitching to everybody I know, is using what you have in your cabinet. How many times do you buy stuff and go grocery shopping and maybe spend that 600 bucks like those people, and you go back and say, oh, we already had brown rice, or oh, in our freezer we got a whole pack of chicken. I did that the other day accidentally. I didn't realize we had a couple pieces of chicken left, and so I bought another pack of chicken. Now it'll be used in the next couple weeks or whatever. We froze it. But like, are you even looking at that before you go shopping? You know, this week specifically, I just made my. I'm a plant-based person as much as possible, vegetarian, vegan as much as I can. I made white bean chili with a little bit of my chicken in it today. But the reason I did that, I wasn't going to do that for next week for this grocery week. But I looked in when I was going through my groceries the other day before I went shopping. I was like, oh, I got a whole pack or a whole box of vegetable stock. You know what? We haven't had this in a while. Boom. And then I just got some simple cans of northern beans. I already had some jalapenos and some seasonings and some other stuff. Boom. We're good. But just looking in the cabinet saying, oh, you know what? We did that the other day too, my wife and I. Hey, we got brown rice, you know, and we haven't had this dish in a while, and we have this ingredient, we have this ingredient. Why don't we do this dish? Awesome. Perfect. You'd be surprised. Even if it's 1 or 2 meals a week, you would save a lot of money if you did that consistently every week. My put it back feature. Here's another one that I really like. I've been doing this a lot myself the last couple months. You're at the end of your grocery. You're getting your last item. You're pulling out of whatever your frozen thing. That's usually what I hit last is freezers. And boom, you look at your cart and say, okay, which 1 to 2 of these things were an impulse buy that I don't really need this week, or I bought it because I wanted it, like an extra bag of chips or this or that or a snack. Ooh, that looks good, right? And I put it back. And you say that might not be that much, but like it could be, you know, a bag of cashews or a bag of, you know, pretzels or something like that. 2 different items could be $8 to $10 right there that you save, just like that. You don't really need it. It was an impulse buy. I'm telling you, try it out and get it going consistently weekly, and you'll be like, wow. Even if it's one item and it's $4 or something like that. Hey, it's $4. I was shopping the other day. I saw something that I was like, man, I haven't had that as a snack. I think it was like $4 or something like that. And I was like, you know what? No, because I have this and this at home. And that's just going to be an extra thing. Boom, I saved $4 right there. So something to think about it. Organic versus non-organic. And then for me, I don't eat meat, so it's plant-based or vegetarian, vegan is a lot more expensive. But organic and non-organic. Go through your list. Do a quick research. My wife and I look through the list online and say, there's the Dirty Dozen and the Clean 15. You've probably heard of. They update it pretty much every 6 to 12 months. But you don't necessarily have to buy organic everything, believe it or not. I used to be obsessed with organic, so did my wife. It's expensive. Now, right now with inflation, actually organic stuff isn't that much more expensive. Certain things, strawberries, regular strawberries are more expensive than organic strawberries, usually on sale right now, believe it or not. Things like that. But like there's certain other items, other fruits that we were like, we don't really need to do this. And I mean, you could be saving 50 to 70 cents an item. I mean, just look into it. If you're all about health, just look at the ingredients and you'd be surprised. Some things we still stick organic no matter what because there's just so much in certain box materials and cereals. There's so much junk and dyes and all this other stuff. Like I completely get it. But just think about that, you know, in terms of that. And yeah, so I mean, those are just a few things. When he told me that the other day, I couldn't even believe it. But I do get it. Like it's easy to get out of hand when you're at the grocery store. I mean, I gotta admit the other day I might have bought 1 or 2 things where I was like, well, we need it, but we don't really need it. We just wanted it. So, I mean, it's just so easy. You gotta stay on top of yourself consistently. But yeah, I just wanted to hop on and talk about that. Talk about my background a little bit, you know. And hopefully this video and these tips for groceries was helpful. If you need any other help, or this is just part 1, groceries is just where you're the start to the 2023 where you're just kind of a mess already and you need to get going and stuff like that, I'm available. Let's chat for free. Let's see if my coaching would be beneficial to you. And yeah, have a great rest of the week, and I hope to talk to you soon. We'll see you in the next video.